fans, glad to know you people are there. Today's story will be a bit different, though controversial. If you remember very well, there was this lady called Halima Abubakar. In 2002, she called out Apostle Suleman, yes, on social media, while claiming she had, kind of affairs with him. Now, the Nollywood actress has come out to allege that she was pregnant on 3 occasions for Apostle Suleman Johnson, the general overseer of Omega Fire Ministries International. Halima Abubakar did not talk of her own alone. She also, implicated the likes of Shan George and Iyabo. She said they equally had affairs with Apostle Suleman. On Instagram, Halima said that her life was in danger and that the cleric should be held responsible for whatever happened to her. This is serious. Let me quote her briefly. She said, "Please don't worry about me, but you can hold Johnson Suleman responsible just in case. You can't do anything, though Nigerians are aware. If anything happens, Johnson, it is you," she had posted on her Instagram page. Now, in a twist of events, recently, she granted interview, and she also claimed that the duo dated for 6 years. In a viral video clip of the interview, Halima was asked if she was ever pregnant for Suleman and why she did not keep the pregnancy. She said, "Yes, I was once pregnant for him. When I lost the baby, he was crying. You will think it's real because he was shedding tears that I lost his child." Interesting. This beautiful, fair in complexion lady did not stop there. She continued, she said, "It's crazy. I got pregnant 3 times for him. The last one got me bleeding. I had to take tablets to stop it." On how long it took the bleeding to stop, she replied. Halima was replying the interviewer. Now she said, "For 4 years, I actually just came out. Since I have been in a long spiritual battle. The blood just stopped rushing. You won't believe it." Getting more interesting. Yes, by my own interpretation, it seems Halima is saying that the prophet actually wanted a child, from her. But then how come he doesn't want it any longer? Halima spoke further. Let me quote her again. "He was sleeping with me even when I was bleeding. That is the dangerous part of it. And he was telling me he couldn't sleep with any other person. That is why. The whole thing took me unaware because I was naive and not a spiritual person. Even when I am not on my periods, he does that. Does that means, they were still eating each other's cake." God help us. This is not the first time Apostle Suleman will be involved in sexual scandal. If you people remember vividly, in 2021, another Nollywood actress, Chioma Ifemeluduke, claimed she was in a sexual relationship with the overseer of the Omega Fire Ministries worldwide. The actress and producer, who has been in the Nollywood industry for 9 years now, had revealed that she had no idea that the man of God was quite prominent at the time she had an intercourse with him. Are we saying the man of God was hiding under the carpet? Let's see how it goes. Again, Chioma on her Instagram page recalled that the first deal of her encounter with rump sex with the man of God was sealed through a hookup by another lady called Linda Clems, noting that at the second time she clearly recognized him because they exchanged numbers during the first rump and communicated thereafter. Maybe she had a veil on her eyes when she was doing the first one anyway. Okay, let me continue. In a video obtained She added that her public confession came after her spirit continued to torment her, and she needed to make restitution for her sin, so that who knows, someday if she dies, she can go to heaven and dine with the angels. Oh my God. If my brain is not failing me, I could also remember vividly that February 2021, there was a pastor, a former pastor of the Omega Fire Ministries, who goes by the name Mike David, accused the same Suleiman of sleeping with his wife. He added he was ready to expose the truth. Now, the case of Otobo, a Canada-based singer, came up, 2017 and 2018, when she accused the same Apostle Suleiman of sexual assault. According to her, she said they were in relationship. It was a very controversial scandal that plagued the church and attracted the attention of Nigerians for very, 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 very many months. Davids, in a video, had noted that he and Suleiman both knew how they got Otobo to come to the church in Auchi and apologize over the scandal. Davids had accused Suleiman of sleeping with his wife, Faith Edeko, who currently heads an Abuja branch of the church. According to David, he said, I left the church, he was referring to Omega Fire Ministries, of my free will. You were never the one who sent me out of that ministries. I was tired of your ungodliness as a leader, and that was the major reason I left that ministry. So, forget those manipulations and cheap lies. This man was referring to Apostle Suleiman. We all know the part I played in the Stephen Otobo saga. You know as much as I do. How much involved I was bringing in that saga to a halt. I don't even need to mention names. You knew how we got Stephanie Otobo to come to the altar and apologize to Mama. Mama, that is how they refer to the apostle's wife, Mama, and brought Stephanie Otobo's mother to Auchi. I am coming to that issue because you are pushing me to that extent. Apostle Suleiman, as much as I knew what happened, I am also aware that my account has been frozen. You have also released policemen to get me arrested. Now, this is coming from David, the man that also accused Suleiman of sleeping with his wife. The man said further, you have 48 hours to ask those who are blocking my account to unblock it. You will not like what is going to follow. God help us. Now, coming to Otobo again. In January 2018, she said, the man of God impregnated her and breaching a promise to marry her. She equally claimed that she had sex romps with the pastor in Italy, New York, and Nigeria. You see, that this is very funny and it's becoming unbecoming. You see them, men of God precisely, flying all over the world to have sex with women at different locations around the planet. Maybe that makes it sweeter. Now, Otobo said again, she had pictures of the pastor exposing his private parts, evidence of which she said would emerge in the court. In March 2017, there is this online media that released a report on how Suleiman, who was at the center of an adultery scandal, gave $76,000 worth of brand new Mercedes-Benz 450 GL to Nollywood star Daniela Okeke in 2016. Mind you, Daniela was previously named by Otobo, Apostle Suleiman's estranged lover. Now, for this purpose, the preacher has brought Mrs. Abubakar before Justice J. Enobe Obano of the Higher Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, through his legal counsel, Ephesus Lex Attorneys and Solicitors. The man of God requested that the court order the defendant to publish an apology for her false claims that were made on her Instagram account and in a number of other online blogs and newspapers. Additionally, probably while trying to make his soiled lining, in quotes, clean once again, he also requested that the court order Halima to pay for the removal of all links and the publications of the aforementioned defamatory comments on all internet platforms. Apostle Suleiman went further to ask for a perpetual injunction prohibiting her from publishing the aforementioned or similar defamatory statements in the future, as well as 1 billion naira in aggravated and exemplary damages for libel. I know definitely that the court will unravel the mysteries surrounding all these allegations in quotes. This is where I draw the curtain for today. See you some other time. Stay good.